The Shawshank Redemption is one of the most frequently watched films around. The stats website 538 asked their users which movies they found to be the most rewatchable, and Shawshank came in 8th place. The same goes for the users over at Ranker. But take another peek at the films that pop up on these lists. They tend to be musicals, fantasies, adventures, and other obvious crowd pleasers like that. So why does a prison drama like Shawshank find itself among them? Let's find out. For an R-rated movie set in a prison, The Shawshank Redemption is less gruesome than one would reasonably expect. In Roger Ebert's review, he observes, "The movie avoids lingering on Andy's suffering. After beatings, he's seen in medium and long shots, tactfully. The camera doesn't focus on Andy's wounds or bruises, but like his fellow prisoners, gives him space. A movie that's upsetting to watch wouldn't be rewatchable." That sounds obvious, I know. As for Shawshank, it goes out of its way to be an easy-to-digest experience from beginning to end. In a traditionally told story, the main character encounters a problem from which they must find a solution. That's usually the way it works. But along the way, they'll also face a series of smaller-scale problems. These units of situation are what you might recognize as scenes. Rather than piling up mysteries and leaving loose ends like some other films may do, Shawshank will present a conclusion or a solution to the situation at hand before moving on. And the movie's secret weapon here is none other than Red's voiceover narration. While working on a rooftop, Andy overhears a problem in the prison guard's life that he knows how to solve. So the guard returns the favor by brutally assaulting one of Andy's attackers. Red's voiceover follows.
Two things never happened again after that. The sisters never laid a finger on Andy again. And Boggs never walked again. They transferred him to a minimum security hospital upstate. To my knowledge, he lived out the rest of his days drinking his food through a straw.
Red's voiceover narration does a couple important things here. It provides closure, an assurance that Andy will be okay, and that his enemies will not be okay. This is a type of emotional reward also known as... This film is so generous at giving its viewers a cathartic experience. Not only is Andy fortunate enough to cut a deal with the guard without getting hurt, but his fellow inmates get to share in that reward, as we get to watch them drink a refreshing beer under the golden sun. When good things happen to people in this movie, the fortune is often marked by a captivating visual change, like the fall of rain that cleanses Andy after he breaks free, or the breathtaking blue beaches where Andy and Red reunite, which, after all those decades in prison, resembles something like heaven. Shawshank captures well our desire to be redeemed for our burdens. These redemptions can feel rare, and when they do arrive, we savor them well. This, I believe, is the feeling that keeps audiences coming back.